You filed your taxes, you're owed a refund, and nothing. Days turn into weeks, and the tracker just says processing. Before you panic, know this. There are 7 specific reasons the IRS holds a refund. Most are completely normal, and once you know which one applies to you, you'll know exactly when your money is coming. Let's break it down. First, what's actually normal? If you e-filed and chose direct deposit, the IRS issues most refunds within about 21 days. Paper returns take far longer. Think 6 weeks or more. So if it's been under 3 weeks on an e-filed return, you're almost certainly fine. The clock just hasn't run out yet. And use the right tool. The IRS. Where's My Refund tracker on iPoint or .s.gov or the i.s.2go app shows you 3 stages: return received, refund approved, and refund sent. It updates once a day, overnight, so checking it 10 times a day won't change anything. That tracker is the single best source of truth for your refund. Now the 7 reasons it gets held. Reason 1, and the most common this time of year. You claim the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Refundable Child Tax Credit. By law, the IRS cannot release those refunds until mid-February, even if you filed in January. It's an anti-fraud rule called the PATH Act. Nothing's wrong. You just have to wait for the gate to open. Reason 2, errors or mismatches on your return. A wrong social security number, a math error, a name that doesn't match social security records, or income that doesn't match what your employer reported. Any of these kicks your return out of the automated lane and into manual review. Small mistakes cause big delays. Reason 3, your return is incomplete or has a missing form. If you forgot a schedule, left off a form the IRS expects, or your numbers don't add up to a complete picture, processing pauses while they sort it out. A return that's missing a piece can't be finished until that piece shows up. Reason 4, and this one alarms people, identity verification. If your return triggers the IRS's fraud filters, they'll mail you a letter, often a 5071-C, asking you to verify your identity before they release the refund. It's actually protecting you from someone filing in your name. But until you respond, the refund is frozen. Reason 5, you filed an amended return. If you fixed a mistake with a Form 1040-X, that's a different, slower process. It can take 16 weeks or more, and it doesn't show up in the normal refund tracker. Amended returns have their own separate tool and their own much longer timeline. Reason 6 is the one that surprises people most, a refund offset. If you owe certain past due debts, back federal or state taxes, defaulted student loans, or unpaid child support, the government can take it straight out of your refund before you ever see it. You'll get a notice explaining how much was taken and to whom. And here it is on your actual return. This is page 2 of Form 1040. Right here is your refund, the amount you overpaid that you're asking to get back. That's the number Where's My Refund is tracking, and the number an offset reduces. Everything we're talking about happens between this line and your bank account. Reason 7, you mailed a paper return, or you asked for a paper check. Paper is just slow. A mailed return can take many weeks longer to process than an e-filed one, and a mailed check adds even more time on top. The fastest combination, every time, is e-file plus direct deposit. There's also a quieter one worth knowing, a wrong bank account number. If the routing or account number on your return is off, your direct deposit bounces back, and the IRS ends up mailing you a paper check instead, adding weeks. Double-check those digits before you file. A single wrong number costs real time. Let's walk through 2 real scenarios. 1. You file on January 28th and claim the Earned Income Tax Credit. The tracker says received, then just sits. You start to worry, but this is the PATH Act. Your refund legally cannot go out until mid-February, and it typically lands in late February. It was never stuck, it was scheduled. 2. You're expecting a $3,000 refund, but you have $1,200 of past due child support. The Treasury offsets it. $1,200 goes to the debt, and you receive the remaining $1,800, along with a notice explaining exactly what happened. The refund wasn't lost, part of it was redirected. So what should you actually do while you wait? Check Where's My Refund once a day, not once an hour. Make sure the IRS isn't waiting on you. Open every letter immediately, because an unanswered identity notice will freeze things for months. And give it the full timeline before you call. 21 days for e-file, longer for paper. And know when calling actually helps. The IRS generally won't even discuss your refund until it's been 21 days for an e-filed return or 6 weeks for paper, or if the tracker specifically tells you to contact them. Calling on day 3 won't speed anything up. The representative sees the same tracker you do. Quick recap. Most refunds arrive within about 21 days of e-filing. The 7 holds are the PATH Act for EITC and child tax credit, errors, incomplete returns, identity verification, amended returns, debt offsets, and paper filing. Most are normal. Track it daily, answer every letter, and e-file with direct deposit next time for the fastest result. One quick note on who makes this. The tax breakdown is prepared by a tax accountant with over 15 years of public accounting experience, so every figure here is checked against the IRS sources. It's always educational, never advice for your specific situation. Bottom line, a held refund is usually a schedule, not a disaster. Figure out which of the 7 reasons applies. Give it the normal timeline, and answer anything the IRS sends you. Do that and your money shows up. And next year, e-file with direct deposit to skip most of these. This is general education, not tax advice, so check with a pro about your situation. Subscribe to the Tax Breakdown for simple tax-saving tips before you file.